Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, welcome to another market open stream. We've survived. Yes, we are coming off our Doomsday Drop of last night. I did stream and we had a good old time last night, but things are looking better this morning. So, what is going on with Bitcoin? And what is going on with Terra and UST? Are they going to survive? And Michael Saylor becomes more transparent. So let's talk about all these things this morning. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell to get notified of all my streams. Follow me on social media, CryptosRUs.com, and follow me on a brand new CryptosRUs Clips channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, everyone. Hey, U.S. market looking good so far. Last night, or yesterday, I should say, not so good. The markets have been selling off a lot, but we may have an ally today that could help markets even more, and that is President Biden. President Biden, in about two hours from now, is going to address the nation and talk about how he and the White House will help address inflation. And tomorrow we have CPI numbers coming out. So could this be a good thing? What is the administration going to do about inflation? Lower gas fees, gas prices? We're going to increase oil production? I don't know what else. What else he may announce in a couple hours, but it could be good. It could be good. Could add some necessary fuel to the fire, so to speak, right? So today's looking like it's a recovery day for U.S. markets, also recovery day for Bitcoin, up about 6% today. Yesterday we had a doomsday drop. Many factors at play that brought Bitcoin back down to 29,000. 29,000 almost became a self-fulfilling prophecy because so many people wanted it to be at 29,000, which matched the low of 2021. So we have bounced off of there. We're a little bit higher, a few thousand points higher, right? So does that mean that is the low of this year, the low of this cycle? Well, I have something interesting to show you guys about that. But you know what's more surprising is crypto overall. Crypto, if you look at BTC dominance, it actually went down despite everything that happened yesterday. And most altcoins selling off very, very majorly. Bitcoin dominance actually went down. So it's at 41.2%. It went up to like 42%. So we're down almost like a full percentage point, which shows you how many people that are, first of all, still have faith in altcoins. And second of all, how many people are actually buying the dip, DCAing. I like to think that I helped contribute to that because I did certainly DCA and I helped you guys. Well, hopefully I helped you guys stay strong. But it's very encouraging to see that, right? Because yesterday we had one of those bad days when you could easily flip it into a good day because you could have bought things at major, major discount, right? And some of those altcoins have come up, and same thing with Bitcoin. So we'll see where this goes today, but certainly looking much better than last night when it was very, very, very bleak and bad overall. All right, so what else? Let's do a quick update on Terra and UST. Well, you could see that the UST peg looks a lot better, although it is not fixed. It is at 93 cents right now, climbing up to 94 cents. And it got down as low as 69 cents yesterday. Then it dropped back down to about 74 cents, and then since then it hasn't stopped. So now it's around 93 cents, not fully recovered. But what did help was this. Binance actually just turned off Terra and UST altogether. And hours later, 3 hours later, they turned it back on. You know, they said temporarily suspended for withdrawals. So that actually helped tremendously calm people down. And I know whenever exchanges do this, people bitch about it and say, no, you can't do this. You can't freeze my money. Well, actually, They can, because it's a centralized exchange, first of all. And second of all, sometimes it's a blessing in disguise because it helps people not panic sell. Just like yesterday, people were complaining about KuCoin being flooded and how it took hours for deposits, right? That actually probably helped a lot of people from panic selling and probably helped them save some money, right? Because UST has also come up from its low of last night. I think it dropped to $24 last night, and it is back up to about 33. Yeah, no, it dropped below. It was at 23 last night. So obviously at 33 is better than 23, but not better than 60s, because it was just 60s, just a day ago in the morning, right? So there's plenty of recovery. But I think the reason being this hasn't recovered more is because people are like, well, is this peg gonna get fixed? It's not completely fixed. It's supposed to be at $1 and it's still at 93 cents, right? And it did turn out, it looked like the OFG did withdraw all of their Bitcoin. Last night I showed how they withdrew all of it, deposited half back. Since then they have withdrawn all of it out, right? To kind of help stabilize the peg. So bottom line is, I think the saga with Luna and Terra and UST is not over, but is looking much, much better now. And I'm rooting for them. I hope they don't go under. I really don't. And I decided to buy some dip too. I bought a little bit more of Luna because I'm just thinking like, man, it's down 70% in like 3 days. That seems pretty attractive to me, right? But we'll see. Do Kwon, I looked at his account. No answer, no tweets, nothing like that. So he's kind of still trying to figure out how to fix this. And if he can figure it out, it will be tremendous, because then it will save one of the best projects that we have today. And he'll probably figure out a way how to prevent this from happening in the future, right? So we will see. I will get you guys more information as I get it. But right now, looking better than last night. Let's just put it that way. All right. So what else is going on today before market open, which is in about 2 minutes? Well, so far, still, futures market still looks good. Well, good news. Good news. The ETFs, right? That the ETFs that were supposed to come out in Australia, they're coming out on Thursday. Fingers crossed. Last time, the day before these were supposed to debut, they were pulled due to some broker issue. Well, now it seems like they have fixed it. So two Bitcoin ETFs. These are spot ETFs. These are not futures ETFs, spot ETFs, and even one Ethereum ETF. I don't know where that came from, but these will launch on Thursday, which could also jolt the market in a big way. Australia is a big country with millions and millions and millions of citizens, and many of those citizens want to buy the dip and buy when things are low. One of the most surprising things about last night was how encouraged people were to keep going and keep DCAing. Last night I had like 9,000 people tuned in, and I thought it was just all like everyone's going to be like all hating and being trollish and being depressed and so forth, right? But last night was a great stream. Everyone was positive, wanting to buy the dip, and did buy the dip, right? And you know what? We had a few good drinks, a few laughs, and we got through it. But that was very encouraging last night. I love to see you guys be engaged and not giving up. All right, that's 8:30. Market bell. The market bell. The best market bell in business. All right, so we got some positive things coming up, right, this week. So we have these ETFs. Biden is going to speech later today about inflation. Hopefully that's good. We got CPI number coming out tomorrow. That's good, right? We got some good stuff to look forward to today. And Bitcoin is coming up a little bit more, which is also good. 7% today. Okay, we'll take that. You know what else we'll take? This is an example of previous drawdowns from all-time highs, right? You can see 2015 about 85, 86%. 2018, 84%. March of 2020, 77%. July, 54%. And yesterday, we hit about 50%, right? So it was one of the worst drawdowns Bitcoin ever had. But the thing is, right, first of all, most of you guys got through it. If you're here, that means you've lived through it. That's good. Second of all, you may have noticed that these drawdowns are getting smaller and smaller and more tame in general. Why is that? Because of the holders. Because the number of holders are increasing and not just leaving the market. Previous times, it was just all retail speculation. People get fearful, they sell everything, right? But now, it's not the case. People have become educated on Bitcoin, right? And realize why they should hold and why they do continue to hold, which is why these drawdowns are getting less and less and less. And in the future, it's going to be even less than that. Volatility is going to be taken away as Bitcoin gets bigger and as more holders continue to hold those. So that's very positive. And, you know, the number of supply of addresses holding over 1 year, look at it. It's basically at an all-time high, right? Again, holders not going away. And the supply is being eaten. It doesn't matter. It seems like, you know, last night we had Luna Foundation that had to sell off about $1 billion of the Bitcoin in the OTC market, right? It seems like, yeah, that could be endlessly done, but no. Because more and more supply is being taken away. Eventually, those kind of $1 billion transactions are going to be very, very hard to do because the supply keeps being eaten away each and every day, right? So overall, things are looking good and getting better. Here's something that's also encouraging, showing Bitfinex whale longs. And why this is encouraging is because whales, generally speaking, they buy when they know a reversal is going to happen because they either cause it or they think it's just a good buying opportunity or selling opportunity. But you can see back in July when Bitcoin hit 28,000, 29,000, right? That was when the longs on Bitfinex was at a high, right? And then after that, when it started coming down, when they started selling off, is when you could see Bitcoin start roaring up from 29,000 back to 69,000. And look at where the longs are now, even higher than back in July of 2021. So is that an indication? Is this the bottom indicator that a reversal is happening and Bitcoin is ready to pump back up to wherever, 69,000? Maybe, right? But it does show that the whales are definitely buying the dip. They're taking advantage of the low prices, like all of us should. All right, and then I saw this also kind of comparing 2020 versus now. We definitely had a COVID crash. That was a brutal crash. And if you lived through that COVID crash, then what we just went through was nothing. But that was when Bitcoin went from like 11,000 down to like 3,800. So it's like a 70% something crash. But you could see that the pattern is kind of similar versus what we had yesterday. Now, yesterday obviously was a little bit different. Liquidations plus LFG selling off plus whale manipulation plus whatever, right? But the RSI level is back down to 30. Which is a pretty low point, usually an oversold point. And you can see what happened after after that crash. And can we see that reversal again now that we've hit that bottom and at 29,000? Maybe it's right around the corner. And lastly, even last night, I mentioned about Michael Saylor. Hopefully he chimes in, right? Because last night, again, like a lot of people just kind of disappeared. Michael Saylor, he was completely quiet the whole day. And I think he heard the critics saying that, he should not have taken that loan. He could get liquidated or margin called, right? And today, he decided to address it. MicroStrategy took a 205 million loan. They put down 410 million as collateral. If Bitcoin somehow falls to 21 million, they will be margin called. But here's the thing. They have 115,000 Bitcoins that's on the sideline that they could use as collateral. Basically, they could push that average down to $3,500. Bitcoin would have to fall to $3,500 before they get margin called on 115,000 Bitcoins. And at this point, that is literally impossible. Okay? Unless, I don't know, World War III, nuclear war breaks out, aliens invade the earth, COVID-20 comes out and wipes out humanity. You know, unless those apocalyptic things happen, Bitcoin's not going to fall down to 3,500. But even if it did, he's like, you know what? There's more things that MicroStrategy could put down as collateral. Okay, so basically what he's saying is all the naysayers that's been trying to attack him, saying, oh, how he's too risky and he's going to lose it all, it's not going to happen. He already thought this through. Now, if he went, now I will say this, I'm not going to be 100% defending Michael, but if Michael continues to put down more and more Bitcoin as collateral to take more and more loans, then it's going to get risky. For example, if he put down, let's say, I don't know, 50% or 75% of that 115,000 Bitcoins down to borrow against to take a loan, well, that would be really, really risky, right? But he's putting down just a small sliver of what he owns. So that's why there's no worry, right? But, of course, when things go down, people want to blame someone, and people start blaming Michael and everyone else. So just want to address that. All right. That's pretty much it, you know. Overall, today's a small recovery day, okay? And we'll take it. We'll take it. And, of course, the naysayers will tell you, oh, this is not recovery, you know. It's just a slight relief bounce or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what you call it. We'll take it. It's better than being at 29,000, right? And it does give a sliver of hope for people that have lost faith that Bitcoin can recover. Well, like I've been saying, Bitcoin has gone through worse. Some of us have gone through worse. Bitcoin always recovers, even though it may seem like at times there is no hope, none whatsoever. Bitcoin finds a way. And despite all the macroeconomic and geopolitical stuff that's happening, it will continue to thrive, mostly because the holders believe. And the holders will continue to hodl and continue to buy basically forever. And as long as you have the holders that believe and hold, Bitcoin will come out of anything. All right, so just keep that in mind. All right, that is it. Let's do some Q&A. Big perm. I was just a little buzzed last night. Not really drunk. MDRN or MDM Samurai. Last night was very productive. DCA'd into all the metaverse plays. Good stuff. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad. But a lot of, like for me, I DCA'd into a lot of L1s, right? Like yesterday I thought Matic oversold for no reason, right? Or oversold way too much. So today's up 9%, so that was pretty good. Also, I got into a little bit of Terra, a little bit of Avalanche, a little bit of Cardano, a little bit of Solana. You know, that's what you do, right? You just go a little bit. You don't go heavy. You could, but, you know, you just go a little bit. Meta and Matic partnership. I would like to know your thoughts about it. It's still Facebook. I don't have really any thoughts about it. I don't keep up with Meta's, you know, their metaverse. From what I hear, it's horrible. I don't hear anyone talking about it. And Meta wants to take 50% of the sales, and which no one is a fan of. So this Polygon relationship, even though I think Matic people want to say, oh, it's a big partnership, right? I don't know if it's good for them. It's really Meta has one of the worst PR, images out there. So I don't know if it's a good thing. But I'll keep an open mind on it. Not touching all coins. Well, there's nothing wrong with going all Bitcoin, but I think you'll lose some of the gains as altcoins recover. And I've said they already did. They started recovering a little bit more than Bitcoin. And how you could tell is Bitcoin dominance, right? You could see right here, Bitcoin dominance 41.1. It was higher yesterday. So a lot of the altcoins started coming back up in a big way. Not big way, but in a faster way. Mike said Terra sold all their Bitcoin. Yeah, I already mentioned that. They withdrew everything. Now, it doesn't mean that they sold everything, but they did withdraw everything from their wallets. Because they have to stabilize this. And it's still not quite stabilized, right? So still waiting for that to happen. And still waiting to see what he comes up with in terms of making sure this never, ever happens again. Am I still in DFK? No, Gene. I said I pulled out around $2 something, and I know they were recovering. Then they fell recently. I don't know. I might go back into them because I don't know. I think they've fallen to a point where it's so cheap. Why not? They're like $1.25 or something. But yeah, I don't know what's the latest with their with that guy. I think he's being de-doxed or whatever, or doxed. I haven't kept up with the guy, but we'll see. Am I a whale? Not really. No, I'm not. The dogs, bollocks. George, good to catch you live. Been keeping you strong. I'm glad. And you'll send me the finest Scotch whiskey all the way from Scotland. No need, but I appreciate the gesture. And maybe one day when we meet at Georgetown, you could buy me a drink. But I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. I mean, sometimes I feel it too. Like last night. I really enjoyed last night. It was a great stream, right? Positivity all around. So, Stefan, I don't care. I don't care what he calls me. He's a scammer. Isn't he a CFO? He was an ex-CFO of Quadrica, probably being the authorities are probably after him. So I don't know what's going on, but anyways. Entered leverage 10x ETH position. Well, Shane, I don't know about that. 10x. Anyway, any leverage is not good. I mean, they tend to wreck people. I mean, trust me, I've been wrecked with leverage before too. But overall, I mean, you just got to be very careful. Although I do think that 29K could be our bottom for this year. Could. Some people think it could go lower. I know Ben Cohen has been calling 21K bottom. Maybe it does happen. I don't know, but I think that 29K, we bounced off of there pretty good, and a low of 2021, so it could be our bottom. But regardless, right? You just DCA. You just don't know. You don't know what's going to come. It's the one strategy that just that works. You can't disprove it. So I'm gonna continue on and just DCA. Bethan201 says, DeFi Kingdom team all doxed themselves last week in a video. Oh, well, that's encouraging. I missed that. So I'm glad to see, though, so many people that still, with the team, or not with the team, but that still staying with the team, right? Still staying invested with DeFi Kingdom and Jewel and Crystal, even though they have dropped so much. But you know, we'll see. We'll see if they can come back. Do you think there will be more of a rally if good news come out by it? Yes, I do think so. Although Bitcoin's down a little bit, back down to 31.6. But yes, any encouraging thing that can help with inflation will be very good. So on Wednesday, tomorrow, CPI number comes out. It's supposed to come down, which will show inflation has peaked in March and it's actually starting to come down, which means Powell could be less aggressive, which overall will be good for the markets. Right, and if Biden comes out and said something that's even better, or can help with that, well then great. But I don't know what he's going to say. I mean, the only thing I think he could say is he's going to increase the oil production and exports of oil, and that could help drive gasoline prices down. I mean, I don't know what else he could say. And I hear that he wants to provide more aid for Ukraine, which is great for Ukraine, but that's not going to help with inflation. So I don't know what else he's going to say, but we'll see. This is in about 2 hours. 2 hours. Phantom. I like Phantom. They also suffer a lot of FUD too, and their FUSD also depegged for a little bit. Right? It does seem like a lot of whales is purposely depegging all these algorithmic stablecoins just to destabilize the coin or the entire market, right? So we are in one of those phases where these projects are being tested. So hopefully they figure it out, they become stronger, and then we won't have this situation come up in the future, right? So BUSD is different. BUSD is just a normal stablecoin like USDC and USDT. So they're backed 1-to-1. BUSD is from Paxos. So they're a little bit different. People have asked me about the new Cardano one, DJED. I was looking at it. DJED is also algorithmic, although they have two currencies, ADA, and there's another one, Sith or something. I forgot what the name was. But they're going to be backed by two different currencies. So it's kind of like UST. I know it's in testnet right now. I don't know if they're going to do their peg differently or their stability, how it's going to be different, but we'll see. Most of the new stablecoins come out, they're all algorithmic. So do you think the bankers, Wall Street attacked Terra? No, I think it's an inside job. Not inside job meaning it's someone within Terra, but I do think maybe some of the other stablecoin makers that are jealous, maybe they contributed. You have bad actors, possibly like Shifu and others that's trying to do it. This is not the first time Terra got attacked. When Abracadabra went down or under or had their whatever thing that was going on, it also depegged UST a little bit, right? This time it's just more compounded, and with the market weakness, it didn't help things. Link seems oversold. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. How is there so much support for Dogecoin? People love it. Dogecoin, you have to realize it's been out. It's the third oldest crypto. And it's been out for a very long time. Many people have held Doge for years upon years upon years, even before Elon got interested. So there's a lot of supporters of Doge. Pretty sure yesterday was rock bottom. I got calls from naysayer friends to check out my crypto position. Last 3 times, that was a reversal point. Yeah, that's a good bottom indicator. Thanks for sharing. Kevin VT, thoughts on Pulse Chain going? My thoughts are stay stay far, far away from any project that Richard Hart is part of. That's my thought. Thoughts on blockchain conference in Dubai? I don't have any. No thoughts. I have no thoughts on any conference because I don't think they do anything. Most of the conferences that I hear of that are big are all charging $1,000 for tickets. No one is going to go to them. Only insiders go to them. So it's just like, I don't know, like how it helps. It doesn't really help anyone. It doesn't help the general public. It doesn't help anyone learn about Bitcoin and crypto. It's all for insiders that already believe in crypto, and you know, that's it. You know, that's why I don't get why these conferences charge so much for the tickets. Inspirational, thank you. Okay, I think that's it. All right, guys. Overall, Bitcoin, crypto in recovery mode right now after that Doomsday Drop, right? Yesterday was bad, but we got through it. So pat yourself on the back. We got through it. You got through it. One of the worst downturns that we have seen in Bitcoin's history, right? But like I've always said, Bitcoin finds a way. We will get through anything. We'll come out stronger than ever, right? And those of you guys that took advantage of the dip, congratulations. There may be more dips. Who knows, right? But it just means you have more opportunities to DCA while things are low. All right, guys, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys later today, possibly 2 more videos or a live stream tonight, possibly a set video, 11:45, 12 o'clock. But make sure you hit that notification bell, all right? Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.